Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will get the first possession of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wants to pass it on second down. They're bringing heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his...
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Georgia going up tempo. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds his man down the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to throw. It's Massey. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Back attacking this defense on third down. Off play action. And they got him for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the returner will be brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know. For it on fourth down by what they call here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal.
He lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 20. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Dogs are in the hurry-up. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting set for the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Might as well stick with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Slips through the line. Touchdown, Georgia! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Finds his target down the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Massey. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to...
Afterburners coming. At the 30. The 10. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, punt. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking to throw on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Here comes the offense on first down. Hands it off. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
On on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Commodores send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a man. It's Massey. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the handoff. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
They want to throw it. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. It's a draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Back to throw, it's Massey. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. They're working that left side. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Georgia going up tempo, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the tight end. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The lone back's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Massey. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just threw it away on fourth down. I get not wanting to have the turnover, but I think he'd want to keep that one alive a little longer. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Handoff to the single back. Keeps the legs moving.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That's now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Massey. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. On target. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And they're not on the same page there. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll do it himself. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Massey. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And having those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burns. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have one period to play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up, because they are blowing this team out. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
Back to pass, it's Massey. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver, because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
Caught over the middle, it's Long. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here no matter where you are in the field to keep this drive going.
Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field, because this Dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game. And they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted. But they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression. And that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college.
Gonna let it fly. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Makes the catch. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching. Understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Slings it downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now on 2nd down. The give from the gun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Keep up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost done.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Showing off the arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to throw, it's Provo. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away, and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the air, it's Provo. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Trying play action. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. He's looking for an open man on second down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Fair catch, called for and made. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Going up top on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flying down the left side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another